Nah, bro. Nah, cause ain't no way. I thought I was done shooting videos today, bro. Ain't no way Drake is now suing for defamation. This gotta be fake. This can't be real. Because if this is real, scratch that last video I did. This is the most made move I've ever seen in the history of hip hop. Chick Smooth, shout out to you. Drake sues UMG again for defamation. He dropping lawsuits like mixtapes. His biggest drop of the year might be lawsuits.
YouTube.
Shout out to Chick Smooth. We don't go through this.
You know what to do, Chick.
I don't got words. I don't got words.
Watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Hey man, your man's Drizzy is going back to back with the lawsuit.
Bro, I have so much to say. I don't even know where to start, bro. Yeah, Drake. This is sad to say. My top, the big three is probably just three. It's Kendrick with three different facial expressions. I'm starting to think that between the Cole and, let me not even slander Cole as much because he ain't do nothing like this.
With the lawsuits, after filing yesterday's initial lawsuit on UMG, Drake said, nah, that's not enough. Let's spin the block again with a second lawsuit. Now, yesterday's lawsuit on UMG was about UMG using bots, payola, and pretty much different methods to boost up the numbers for Kendrick's Not Like Us. Now, some people yesterday made the joke saying, yo, this is what Drake is mad about? He's not even mad about being called a quote-unquote pedophile on the record?
Which I didn't even understand the people that were saying that, because I didn't really say anything about it because I was assuming everybody knew, well, you know, that would be the ultimate soft move of all. There's no way that could happen in rap. That's damn near illegal in rap. There's no way he would do that. I said this, at least the first lawsuit, they could try to angle it like it was Drake versus the corporations. Ooh, the evil corporations. They're doing underhanded things. I'm really going for the little man. This is for the culture. UMG, the company. This is bigger than just the diss track. They could at least like angle it with that BS. But now, Drake is literally suing them because of what was said in the diss track. Mind you, Drake accused Kendrick of being essayed and then made fun of him for it. Drake called him a woman beater, accused him of domestic violence, said that Dave Free was the father of his children, and he also said he fed the information to the people. He fed Kendrick's camp this information. You mean this information that you're suing him on? Drake, I don't believe you're doing this, because then it's like, it's almost like Drake is like forfeiting being respected in hip hop. I just, at this point, the only Drake fans that I see defending this are literal bots. And like you check them and they started their accounts like this year type shit. And Maul.
Pedophile.
And academics don't count because, Maul don't count either because they're just like, they got a different love for Drake. But if Kendrick did this, you better believe Maul and academics would be the first people. I haven't seen Maul talk about this lawsuit, though. Let me be fair to Maul, because Maul did say with the other one, and like I said, they could try to angle it the way they did, but like, I don't believe this, bro. So if Maul, I haven't seen Maul defend this. If Maul defends this, then he needs him and academics need to share the Drake Pom Pom award for the year. Like
the record. Well, today, Drake heard you guys' criticisms and jokes, and he says, hey, you know what? Let me slap him with a defamation lawsuit. You guys are right. Thanks for reminding me about that one. Now, today, Drake launched a second lawsuit on UMG, accusing UMG of defamation and claiming they could have easily halted the release of a song that's falsely accusing him of being a sex offender.
Drake, you are a Karen, bro. You are the worst type of Karen, bro. You are... This is almost like some evil, diabolical shit. So, why is it that you're also signed to UMG, but your accusations are okay? Is it because that you deem the sex offender thing as you can't say that to me? No, the rules are different with me. I can slander you. I can say what I need to say with no real evidence or proof, but you can't do that to me. I'm me. This screams, do you know who my parents are? This is what this screams. This is Drake saying, no, Kendrick Lamar was 100% right. I don't understand this culture. And I feel like something's going on where Drake is, this feels like retirement moves. Like, I don't know if he is, but it feels like, how are you ever, there was nobody, even the people who are pretending to be your friend and liking this, behind your back, they're not respecting this. They're not respecting. Remember drop. Remember that? Remember that? You said, oh no, you're being too mean. Really? Maybe you should have just not battled the nigga. You know, friendly fade. We should keep it that way. I don't know. Nah, nigga. And you niggas talk about gunner and shit.
Now, Drake and his lawyer are alleging that UMG funneled payments to iHeart as a part of their pay-to-play scheme to promote the song on radio. He's claiming that UMG knew that Kendrick's song falsely accused him of being a certified pedophile and predator, but chose to release it anyway. If you guys thought the first lawsuit yesterday was wild, check this one out. Now, according to the lawsuits, UMG could have refused to release or distribute the song or required the offending material to be edited or removed. But
Drake is asking for a diss track to be edited before it's released on him. So how is it? No, Drake, your lawsuit it's starting to not make sense. So if they would have listened to you and did something that they don't do for anybody else and gets to edit the diss tracks, you would not have said anything though, right? In fact, you were requesting it. But then in your first lawsuit, you're basically claiming that they did unfair things to help Kendrick, but you were asking them to censor. This has never happened in the history of rap. I'm telling you right now, this defamation lawsuit for suing somebody for anything that's said on a diss track, especially when you've dissed them too, is the literal lamest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is a nigga who went to smack events. This is a nigga who damn near had his own smack event, basically did. So what if one of the people at that smack event was suing? So one of them niggas could sue you? Yeah, I was there for the caffeine event. You don't remember that? Niggas was saying all kind of crazy shit. You let that come out? Okay, all right. And by the way, so people know, these aren't lawsuits yet. These are pre-action submissions. So there needs to be found, like, basically they're trying to shake the tree and see if something falls. They're trying to see if they have a case, basically. So Drake is complaining, and it's up to the courts to go, you have a case or you don't have a case. But I'm trying to tell you right now, if you are a fan of hip-hop, this is what's going to separate right now the hip-hop fans and the regular fans, and even if you're a fan of Drake, but you're a fan of hip-hop, but from that to the stands. If you are a fan of hip-hop, do you understand what precedent this might set? Do you understand how literally dangerous this is for rap, for music? So if now Drake does this, and now you have legal precedent to sue somebody because something was said to you that you didn't like on a rap song. Oh, Meek Mill, get ready. If I'm Meek Mill, I'm firing up wait, do we got a case? Because he had McDonald's tweeting. He used all the memes and dissing me back to back. That nigga damn near ruined my life. Do we got a case?
UMG chose to do the opposite. UMG designed, financed, and then executed a plan to turn Not Like Us into a viral mega hit with the intent of using chuckle out of the plan. UMG designed, financed, and then executed a plan to turn Not Like Us into a viral mega hit with the intent of using the spectacle of harm to Drake and his businesses to drive consumer hysteria. And of course...
But when they're doing it for back-to-back, it's no problem. Because essentially what Drake is suing them for is promoting Not Like Us. Because really it all boils down to promotion. You promoted the song too much. You made it too successful. That's what I go, how do you even, you're already going to litigation with one of the biggest companies in entertainment. Who have lawyers who've been practicing since they've been in the womb for stuff like this. How are you going to prove that they executed a plan to turn it into a viral mega hit? What's the difference between that and anything they promote that becomes a viral mega hit? What's the difference between that and God's Plan? Hotline Bling. Controller. Kiki, do you love me? What's the difference? So if they put money into those things, if they have billboards, that's the same thing. As your first, oh God, oh nigga. It would be another thing too if Drake didn't go as hard against Kendrick's family, against, you literally said The Weeknd was in gay bars. You literally was defaming all kinds of niggas that were with stuff that isn't real or funded or founded. What is
massive revenue?
This makes me feel like Drake is about to like retire or go to doing movies again or like completely stop rapping. Cause he knows Drake is smarter than this. He knows this is a Hail Mary final flash kamikaze move, because now you have officially cemented Not Like Us as the greatest diss track of all time. Because even my last video, I said that already, but literally you can have the arguments like, well, technically it's not about the song or what's being said in the song, so it's not like the disses were so potent. It's more like the way it was being promoted, which is also whatever. But now it's quite literally what was said on the song. Drake. You know how many people who have hit me up and been like, you still got Drake as your top? You still got Drake as your top 3? Bro, I've been, you know, there's narratives everywhere. If you pay attention to me, you actually watch any of my material, my content, you know I've been still having more and more respect for Drake for doing this. You know I'm a Drake fan. I can't anymore. I can't, because this is a lawsuit against hip hop because the precedent that it might set. In law, when something, all that takes really for something to keep happening is it happens once. So if something, that's why lawyers will quote legal other cases in their cases to say, like, you know, Roe v. Wade or Board versus Brown or Board versus Education.
That plan succeeded, likely beyond UMG's wildest expectations. Hey man, is anybody else getting a good chuckle out of this like I am? So because Kendrick's Not Like Us grew into a massive slap that everybody rocks with, you're crying that UMG could have taken out the part where he calls you a pedophile? This can't be...
That's what he's... What are you doing? Drake, that sounds disgusting. That sounds disgusting, bro. That sounds disgusting. Did Kendrick hit up UMG and be like, yo, you gotta mute that part where he said I hit my girl. Oh, you gotta mute the... No, Kendrick didn't just win. This, oh my God, like, this track is in the Mount Olympus of like, this is one of the greatest songs of all time.
The same guy that made Back to Back and had everybody yelling at Meek Mill, asking him, yo, is that a world tour or your girl's tour? Imagine if back then Meek Mill sued UMG saying, yo, you guys should have taken that part out of the song. It's hurting my feelings. And finally, in this defamation lawsuit, Drake and his lawyer are claiming that before UMG approved the release of the song, UMG knew that the song itself, as well as his album art cover and music video, attacked the character of Drake by falsely accusing him of being a sex offender, engaging in pedophilic acts, harboring sex offenders, and also committing other criminal sexual acts. God.
Nigga being, oh my God, this is like being in a roast battle and a nigga hit you too close to home. And nigga, you roasting a nigga, you going back, you talking about his mama, you talking about his girl, you cooking him. Then he goes, really? That's why your mom got one leg and one eye, and they call her eye drop. And then you go, police! He said it! And then also, you said he was, bro, you said unfound things too. What about the sexual assault thing? You said he was sexually assaulted because you didn't understand a song. That is, what? Bro, saying somebody got, I can't say the word because of YouTube, graped, and you are being called a grapist? Why is you being called a grapist? You're both calling each other grapers. Or not grapers. You're saying that he got graped. Sorry, the grape threw me off. And then y'all both talking about graping. You said this nigga was a victim of this and he what? You brought his...
Ah, damn. Even Baka was not fucking with Kendrick saying Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? This is just insane, man. I thought...
And if Drake thinks... I don't even know what Drake's doing. Drake, you know you're galvanizing people now to the song more. You know you're galvanizing people to say Baka got a weird case more now. Because now it's like a protest. Now it's like Drake versus hip-hop. Because I don't think y'all understand the slippery slope Drake is trying to take us down right now. If this gets set as a legal precedent, then the net, and if say like Drake's career ends, like he drops another album or two and it ends, then the net of Drake's career was bad for hip hop. If this goes through, because 100 years from now, this will change the way shit is. Like,
we were having a rap battle here. Mind you, Drake got...
If this goes through, you better... That's going to be the end of rap battles on mainstream levels. You know that, right? And then it's also going to be like satire, like what? Because when it goes like, this is whatever.
Not just as dirty as Kendrick Lamar. Drake talked about his kids, his wife, but you know what Kendrick did? He kept it pushing and kept it rap. And Drake is not a stranger to rap battles. The man has been invested and personally pays URL battle rappers out of...
Man, that's why I like Tiggs, bro. That's why I like Tiggs. Tiggs be knowing what he talking about, bro. That's the same shit I said, bro.
Pockets. So he definitely knows how this game goes. Unfortunately, this is what happens when the game doesn't go your way. Listen, man, you guys get in the comments below. I will continue to keep you...
This is the lamest... This is the goofy, this is gross, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. It isn't even about being, this isn't about being a fan of Drake or Kendrick anymore. This is Drake versus hip hop. This is Drake almost against freedom of speech, because you can say it is nasty to call him a certified, yeah, but it's also nasty the stuff that you said. If you, then technically you are J. Cole. You are worse than J. Cole, because you should have just backed out if you knew that you was this soft. If you knew you couldn't handle what might come out the kitchen, you should have stayed out the kitchen, gang. And didn't on Taylor Made you said that this was the angle? Yeah, go ahead, use it. What? I feel like that's gonna hurt his case a lot too. When you go, he's gonna use this angle, and then he uses the angle you like. This is even beyond music, because now if somebody say like SNL, which, like, people have done a bunch of Michael Jackson skits and it's called him what Drake is saying, the same thing, right? People, this is not good, bro. This is like some, like, this is some super, like, oh yeah, he's not from here type shit. Like, he quite doesn't even, understand why it's like. This is almost like a foreigner not getting the laws. That's almost what it is. It's like, I don't want to say this is like some Canadian shit, because no, I know niggas in Canada would never do this shit. This isn't I'm beyond disappointed in you, Drake. I'm mad. I'm disgusted. I almost could find myself in a world forgiving the first one. You just would never ever. I would never speak of you in the same breath as that. But like now it's like, yeah, nigga, the big three is just Kendrick Lamar 3 times. The big three is Kung Fu Kenny, K. Dot, and Kendrick Lamar. That's the big. Why? I was fighting. I was still pushing the line. Like, nah, Drake one of them, bro. All right, bro. All right, Drake. All right, gang. Whatever, bro. Yeah, at this point, if you like still defend this, that says a lot.